Hey guys, today I'll be showing you this DeepSeek harness. Now this, in my opinion, is the Claude Code killer. Claude Code is rigid. If you use it, you know that you can't customize it, really. Can't use other models, you can't switch out plugins. It's a hassle. But with DeepSeek harness, what it does is that everything is a plugin. Skills, sandbox, sessions, storage, whatever you can remove it, add new ones. It's completely open source. It's on GitHub. You can have the code. There's a paper explaining all of this. There's community plugins, developer docs, and the setup is extremely easy. Just one command. That's it. So just copy this. I already did. I already ran it. As you can see, I had an issue with Node before, but yeah, I fixed it. So just run this command and it will automatically install. After that, you will get this URL. All you have to do is access it and you will be brought here. Ignore this, we'll show it later. So, once you get here, what do you do? Well, first you give it where it will work. It's a harness after all. So just go here. I already created one. I called it deep, but you can add workspaces. You just add it and then you choose the mode. There's standard, PTC, minimal, and creator. A standard is just your standard. The PTC mode is basically the standard mode, but all tools are exposed through the Code Mode SDK. So the model can combine multi-step operations in one TypeScript program. Minimal is minimal, and the interesting one is creator mode. Creator mode is like standard mode, but here you can actually tell it to customize your session. For example, I already ran one and I created this simple plugin. This plugin basically, as you can see, just has a ball going through the interface. Nothing fancy, nothing complex, but hey guys, I'm using free models. I gotta conserve the tokens. But yeah, this is just an example, but we're not done. Of course, we're not done. If you go to settings here, you will find your settings. You can choose the agent mode directly from here. You could choose which permissions, read-only workspace, right, or full access. The language, of course, if you speak Chinese, go Chinese. Of course, the appearance and the behavior mode, either Q or Steve. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is these three. So if you go to model, as you can see, I have DeepSeek, Grok, and Operator. Currently, DeepSeek is not connected because I don't have an API key. I have Operator, I have Grok. So to add a provider, all you go is add a provider and you get all of these. This is a list of all the providers that are currently there. Once you add it, what do? Just add an API key and just get the model. Go fetch available models. It will fetch them from the provider and you can choose which model you can have here. All right. So let's say you don't have a provider. Let's say you are your own provider. What do you do? Well, if we go down, you can add a custom provider. So you can give it an ID, a display name, a base URL, the API protocol, and API key. That's really good. You're not limited to just the base providers that are available. Look at the bulk. If we go to plugins, this is interesting. Now you have plugins that are already configured. You have the shell plugin, the agent loop, the web search if you're using DeepSeek, but you have also this plugin list. Currently, since it's still in preview, I'm assuming that in the next versions you can enable and disable them from here. But as you can see, this is the list of the plugins that you have. But to turn them on and off, you have to go to the configuration file, but that's not an issue. Next update, I'm sure they'll add, you'll be able to enable and disable from here. And if you're not satisfied with these, you can also create your own plugin, just like the bolt here. This is the session that I used before to create the plugin. Now, as you can see, I came across a couple of problems because I was using the free models. So yeah, if you give it instructions, it will think, it will find the skill catalog, choose the right skill, which in this case is the Cordis plugin development. So they can add the ball. Look at it go. I encountered a few problems. They were fixed, but just continue. All right. So once that's done, it will create it and it will pop up here. It will tell you, do you want to run this? Do you want to have it or not? Of course, I'm running it. You're not limited to just one plugin you can add, but the interesting part is the trajectory. Now, this is a great tool for debug. So if you forget what happened before or you need more insight, this is for you. The trajectory, it shows you everything, what the system said, what the user said, the context, the tool calls, everything. You can sort by turns, by calls. And of course, at the bottom, you can see a full, not a full, but a semi breakdown. How many turns, how many steps, the LLMs, cache, the input tokens, the output tokens. And here you have the context used. Also, when you add the model, you can choose the effort mode. I left it on default, and the model, as you can see, it's segmented. This is for DeepSeek, this is for Grok that I added, and this is for AutoRouter. You can switch models on the fly. So this has been DeepSeek harness. Of course, you can go much more in depth, can do a lot of amazing things with it. And in my opinion, this is the Claude Code killer because it's customizable, open source, and it's not really limiting. The only limit is your credits, but if you have a local model, there are no limits. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.